Hello, everybody, and welcome to game design, JKHB, and game development, and all that fun stuff. Today, we will be working on making a to-do list. It's not really something that most people would think that's extremely important to game design. However, in my experience, it's always helped me to set deadlines and keep to a certain schedule so that I don't end up spending days on end working on a game, or months on end, or years on end, depending on the size of the game. So, with all that said, let's start with our to-do list. I wish that I knew how to work Word, because it's been a while since I've been on Word, honestly. Let's see, view. Can do it like an outline. How does an outline look? Okay, cool. That works. Okay. So, first step, make a to-do list. I think we got that covered. If we tab that, and tap that, there we go. Cool. Okay, so our first project is a small golf game. What we have done, we're gonna do a line in. Let's see, is that under home? Haha. So, first thing that we have taken care of is we have create basic interface. Next thing that we have done, actually we don't have it done, so I don't think we're gonna cross that out just yet, is work out mechanics. Game mechanics. Okay, and under basic game mechanics, we need to make the ball roll. Simple enough. We also need to make we need to make the ball roll. Make starting / ending goals. Just do make end goals. We haven't done that at all. We also need to set up one thing. Fix physics. That's actually under make the ball roll. Well, we need to make end goals. So yeah, I think that's good actually. Let's go. What's the opposite of it? Does it tell me? No, of course not. So we got the basic game mechanics. Actually, is that how it works? Haha! Nope. We'll just have to do it this way. That's fine. Then we also have to build the levels, which will have to create textures. Let's see, create level textures. What are those called? Aesthetic. Is that really how you spell aesthetic? Wow, that's kind of cool. I like that word. Actually, we'll just have water and lava. And the lava's gonna kill it, and the water's gonna make it bounce, is what I'm thinking. So, we'll do that. We also need to design some levels. Using assets. We also need to create foliage. Which under creating foliage we need to plant textures. Beautiful. I think that would be pretty good. For basic game mechanics, what else do we need? There we go. Make power link to that's something that I've figured out. Actually, it didn't take too long. I just had to connect a few things and make some if loops and stuff. So yeah, there's that. with the water. We need to set up create in water. So, yep. We should probably figure out how many levels. Design. Start with approximately 15. So where's... I'm looking for a certain symbol, but I don't see it. Dang it. Alright. Plus, minus, or equal to 15 levels. Yeah. Alrighty. So that's our small golf game project. Two. Aha! That's how we do it. Project 2, I'm thinking what we're gonna want to make is a simple survival game. Trying to think of the best order to go in, because some of the mechanics we use for our golf game we're going to use in the survival game. Create interfaces. Crafting. Menu system. We're also going to want to be able to set up to where you can change certain settings. So, settings, menu. That's pretty much it. Okay. And then what we're gonna want to do is tab that, move that there, and move that down there. Set up mechanics, collection, storage, and I guess crafting. But that's more part of the user interface than anything. And no, I'm not making a Minecraft clone. Just in case you were wondering, no. That's not really what I'm thinking along the lines of, at least. It's definitely not going to be voxel based, because that takes a bit more expertise than I have. So yeah. Switch them before you move them. Okay. We need to set up the mechanics. Yes. And if you guys have ideas for games that you want to see, provided that we have the resources to do so, please feel free to suggest. Let's see. Or if I'm forgetting things. Textures. And assets. Breakable assets. You need I think if we figure out the interface, we'll figure out how we're going to do the assets. So, and this is further down the line anyway. So we'll add to this sometime later. Dang it. There we go. Okay, so this is more for way down the line. I want to know how to be able to make a top-down management game for the multiplayer section of the overall game that I want to make. And for some of the single-player campaign stuff, but that's kind of an optional thing, if it comes out the way I want it to, at least. So, in order to make a top-down management game, I'm gonna have to learn how to make them. Add to do list. So yeah, there's that. Simple first-person shooter. And we might change the order of how we do this, because we might end up not doing the top-down management until I really know what I'm doing. So that might be a little while. For the most part, I understand the mechanics of a first-person shooter. So, in-game mechanics. Shoot. Run. Duck. And switch weapon. Simple enough. We also need to set up the AI. And yeah, I think that's decent enough. UI mechanics. We need to create a HUD. A heads-up display. I don't even think that's what it's called anymore, but I just like that that's what it meant for quite a while. Oh, has it really already been 20 minutes? Dang, that went by quick. We then need to create a menu system. And this is where it gets to where we start taking from past projects. So we're just going to use a similar, or if not the same, settings menu. So we're going to implement the settings menu. And here I think we're also going to set up multiplayer functionality. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. And all of these games are gonna have a start menu, so yeah. Once we have the FPS set up, I think what we want to do is completely switch gears and go to a puzzle game. I think I'm gonna stop labeling them as numbered because I'm not entirely sure what order I want to take these in just yet. So we'll make a puzzle game. I think it's probably gonna be mostly just 2D images, so we're gonna put a story behind the puzzles, so that'll be our kind of creative writing session. Something to get us away from all these other types of games and take us to something new, because the puzzle element's gonna be in the big game as well, for those who want to play it, so yeah. And I think we'll like how my mouse is just dancing around. Not entirely sure what else we need to do for the puzzle game just yet, so we'll figure that out eventually. Let's see, we got a first-person shooter, top-down management, survival, horror. Because there's gonna be quite a few horror elements in the overall game, so. Creating an even more interactive story. We should actually just say interactive story. Animate the bad guys. Okay, so personally, I cannot stand games. Well, I used to like games that had audio logs until I've seen about 20 or 30 different games with audio logs. It's like I could get the same experience by watching it on YouTube than I could playing the game myself. So I've kind of stopped playing horror games, but that's what I've started with, was horror games, and I'm terrible at them and get terrified, but it's still a fun experience. So, and now I just watch them on YouTube because they're all the same, and so that's where we're going to deviate a little bit from the basic thing that's been going around where people are doing the same thing over and over and over again. The monotony. So. And that's also a reminder to me, in case when we do get to this project, I'm like, well, let's just throw in an audio log. No, we're not doing that. So, you guys hold me to that. Okay. So, after our horror game, and this golf game is mostly just to create the core mechanics that we'll be using and everything else. Because we'll figure out how to make water physics, and we'll figure out how to make rolling balls should, I don't know, a boulder come down and attack you. What is happening to my mic? Oh, somebody's been chewing on it. Well, sorry about the popping, guys. Oof. Apparently I'll have to invest in a new mic. Alrighty. Create. Let's see. Anytime I see a J, a lowercase j, it always makes me want to put an I after it in major. I don't know why. So we'll use the simple FPS stuff for the first person shooter class. We'll use basically all of the core mechanics for most of the projects in this one. And so on and so forth. I'm hoping by that time I'll have upgraded my computer so that I can handle more, because when I've been trying to do fluid simulations on my current build, sometimes it crashes. Sometimes. More often than not. So, yeah. I haven't really fleshed out everything on this, so we're gonna go with the next major project. And this, again, is something that eventually I'll get to, but right now it's not really something that I have the option to work on just yet. Because I don't have the equipment to do VR, also I don't have the space, and yeah, so eventually this is something I want to do, so yeah. Ambition. That's what you gotta have. That was loud in my ear. Can you hear that? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. I think that's a decent start. So yeah, let's go ahead and save. To-do list, we'll save it on the game hard drive. Yeah, should be good. What? Okay. There we go. Okay, so we set up our to-do list. Now I'm going to spend a little bit of time showing you guys what I've been working on for the last few days. I've changed the scene that we were working in quite a bit. Let's go ahead and maximize this out just a bit so we can see more. So here's what we got at the moment. If we hit play, got our power button to work, but it doesn't move. I have set it up so that whenever I right click, it'll show shoot, but that's pretty much all the functionality we have. I've completely deleted pretty much everything pertaining to movement at the moment, because the way it was set up before isn't going to work too well for what we want to do. I've also kind of cleared up my code just a little bit by making some functions, because those are awesome. So we have a stop moving function, which is basically if it's moving and it ends up being less than 50 or greater than -50, so within that range for the velocity, then it'll stop where it is what I'm trying to do. However, the way that I had the movement set up before wasn't working, and so that's why I deleted the movement. This just tells if it is moving, or no, if it's not moving, then it'll tell what rotation it is and provide if it's a 1 or a -1. I'm not entirely sure if we'll use that, but it always helps to have that just in case we need to scale some sort of movement. This one is basically exactly the same as our simple HUD blueprint here that I showed last time. Like I said, I've kind of organized my code a little bit better. But this basically makes the progress bar go up, and if you release it, it goes back down. And that's pretty much it. This extra portion down here is just to make sure that it doesn't go above 1. So it doesn't fill past where it's supposed to fill. And that's pretty much it there. So yeah, fairly simple. Just kind of bound these events so that these will work in the HUD and work in the game all at once. Let's see. We can go ahead and close down these, I think. I've also created a few extra variables, but I don't think I'll be using most of those. Possibly. It's possible I might, but could change. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. Nothing extravagant, but just a little something. I'm kind of strapped for time because I have to get to an appointment today. I want to be able to stream for a bit longer, but kind of out of my control at the moment. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. That's pretty much everything that we have done. Nothing really more that I can do today. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, please be sure to hit that like button or follow button, whichever platform you're on. It helps me out so very, very much. Past that, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the music.